And I'm sorry that y'all got to see this little ugly green screen first before the avatar. My bad, okay? I have not, one time it allowed me to fix the picture first, and then every time after that, I got to come live first. I don't know what's going on, but we going to roll with it, okay? There we go. That's much better. So Daria said, girl, yes, girl, I don't know what was going on. So MGO said, I wish I could attend this live as Penelope's call with her husband was very emotional, but I'm exhausted. I could barely keep my eyes open. We'll catch the replay. Okay, MGO. Hey, Daria, what's up, girl? Yeah. I'm like, ooh, I'm finna hop on real quick because the interviewees are going wild. I've never done a reaction on ghost people, his interviewees, ever. But the call with Penelope today, that really, really, really touched my heart. Okay, I'm looking like a lot of people not fortunate enough to have a loving, caring husband. So let me know, do y'all want to talk about Penelope first, or do y'all want to talk about um, West Indy? Hey, Drea, what's up, girl? I don't know what. Get the sad one out the way first, then talk about the crazy one last. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think we should talk about Penelope first, cause that's really like the most important thing. West Indies, she be doing too much. Okay, you said Penelope, right? That's what I'm thinking too. And I know I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm like, this was a live that would have been perfect at 10:30, but I was busy. Y'all know how it is on school nights. Okay, you say I'm in the bushes. All right, you the one wanted me to come live, didn't you? Let me stop. But yeah, for real. Penelope, when I heard her husband, right, talking to her, it was a little triggering, to be honest, because I'm like, dang, I don't think I see that kind of love often. And why I say that is because you don't see a lot of men where their wife mess up or be doing silly stuff, whatever, and they like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You could fall back, I got you. And that dude, when I was just listening to him talk, I'm not gonna say her husband don't have his flaws or whatever. I don't know that man. Okay? I don't know him from anywhere. But I'm talking about what I heard on that phone or whatever. He reminded me of my husband. You know them type of people how I always say that it don't matter how you going through the roughest times. You could do the most messed up ish whatever. Instead of them sitting on the phone beating you down like, oh, you out there being a crackhead, oh, you this, whatever. They're like still trying to be positive. Oh, you could do this, you could do that. You know what I'm talking about? Who all up in here actually saw the call? Cause I shared it. You see, I sure did. I didn't know you were going to do it tonight. I'm going to chill. It's cool if you're busy. It's cool if you're busy, Drea. I actually replied to your comment. You said that was so cool to me, Penelope's husband. Yes, messy subjects. Yes. And welcome to the castle. And I was like, wow, I was just blown away when that man said he still had her on his insurance. I don't know how he didn't remember the name of the insurance, but I guess, was so excited, overjoyed. Like, I'm so happy I'm finally talking to my wife after 2 years. The insurance might have took the back burner, like, child, I don't even remember that insurance right now, but it was a touching interview. That's probably like one of the interviews that I've ever watched on anybody channel that really like poked. Some of them that made me sad and I felt sorry for the people, but this one hit different because I saw my husband in that dude. And if you know anything about my story on this app, that's exactly how my husband was on the phone. Like, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of hit different when I heard him. You say I'm so worried for Penelope. And then the part was I didn't even realize her name was Nicole. Everybody been calling her Penelope. Her video before that was very heartbreaking. See, I didn't see the video before that. Remember I was always telling y'all that I'm fairly new to his channel. I see some of them, like, I'm not a loyal fan, whatever. But this interview today did something to me. And I don't even know why I clicked on it. You say we just don't see this kind of love in these days and times. Yes, Messi. Drea said he was still giving her alimony up to a couple of months ago. Yeah, in the video today, I heard her say something about like she had $180 or something like that on the card. And she wanted him to what she said, unlock the card or something. And he was like, no, no, you know what I'm saying? But she just worried about the money for some probably drugs. Hey, Manifest. Messi said it was amazing to hear Nicole's husband assuring his wife that I got you. Yes, those were the words that did it for me. Like, I got you. I got you. And those words mean everything, especially when it's coming from somebody that you could trust, and when they say they got you, they really got you. Guys, do me a favor. If you're up in here, please hit the like button for me, okay? I don't really like to ask for likes, but it actually helped everybody to know that we are live, okay? Because it wasn't really scheduled that long, so probably a lot of people don't know. But yeah, so I'm like, oh my goodness. So the thing that got me was when he said, oh, he still have her on the insurance. The insurance will literally do the flights and all of this. I'm like, oh, you got some good insurance, girl. Okay. And then for this man not to divorce you, still was giving you alimony, still got you on his insurance, they don't make them like that no more. All right. But Benefits, how you doing, girl? They do not make them like that anymore. So Messi said, I desire to see more of this kind of black love. Absolutely. And I guess we would just assume that he's black, right? He kind of sounds like he is, but it doesn't matter. But you get what I'm saying. I went by what you said. Drea said when she first came on the channel, she only had a crack addiction. Now it has turned into a fentanyl, and what difference it has done. Dang, that's sad. Yeah, I did hear her said it was fat. You said, yes, my insurance covered well. Mine too, girl. I'd be like, shout out to hubby with that good insurance. Okay. Uh-huh. I'd be enjoying that. So yeah, it's like I don't know what it is. I actually shared it. I actually tagged Ghost. I was like, shout out for the amazing job, whatever. And I don't do that often. But when people deserve their flowers, give them their flowers. Hey Geraldine. You said so Manifest said I worked for the state for over 26 years. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, them state insurance be hitting different, all right? But so what else I would need to say about her? And like I said, I'm not here to bash the lady or anything. I really hope that she get the help that she need, because I don't really know her. I'm talking about, I can't go back in time because I don't know her story for real, for real. But I'm talking about moving forward, I try to keep up with her story, you know. But this, what I saw today, was something else. He said, yes, he is black. I've seen pictures of her before, her addiction with her family. Hey, Raquel. Wow. And guys, if you hear like it's raining and you hear stuff going on in the background, it's because it actually is. Okay? It's been raining all evening. Hold up. It is windy as hell. Let me see what y'all saying. So, Messi say, but that's what's up, Drea, about the pics. Thank you for telling me that. So messy subject say hubby told her, I want you to get out the hood to get the help you need. Yep, he sounded like a really nice person. But it was crazy how she was acting one way. Then she got on the phone with him and she turned into a whole baby on the phone. Ain't that crazy? Like you could just tell that his voice talking to him did something to her. You hear me? And now my sons are doing good. I know. I remember you always be bragging on your sons. Okay. You supposed to. Yep. You supposed to brag on your baby's accomplishments. All right. Um, then what else I'm supposed to say about little Miss Penelope? But no, serious on a serious note, I do hope that she try to get the help. Like girl, like I was just looking like girl, for real now. Come on. You have babies waiting on you, a grandbaby waiting on you. Yeah, that's what the man said, right? The grandkid was doing fine, everybody doing fine, and then I just felt like when she tried to bring up the part about the kids, like, oh, you won't let me talk. That's like she was trying to guilt trip him, you know, like, oh, you won't let me talk to my kids, whatever, whatever. But in reality, he's protecting the children. Like you don't want to trigger them. You don't want to have them talking to her, then they gonna have a lot of questions. You get it? And just stir up a whole bunch of emotions. No, he did right. She's supposed to get clean first, and then we could see how that go. So Messi said, "Yeah, I heard and noticed that too. She melted once her husband got real with her. That's what I'm talking about. Uh huh. I be sitting like everybody have that one person that do that to them. And I'm not even trying to make this about me, but I'm telling you how it relates to me. Like you have that one person that they say something, that they're like for real, they're honest, they're being truthful. Like I can't say it enough. That man remind me of my man. All right. You said be right back. Okay. You said she is sickle cell as well. Oh, so that kind of explain why she probably on the smaller side. And she got to be careful. Interesting. That is wild. I always wonder, right? I'm like, in addict's head, right? I wonder if they ever sit there and think like, what the day that they actually picked up the first drug that got them hooked, right? Dude, I wonder if they ever sit there and think like, if I had just went to go do something else. Maybe I should have went and read a book, or I should have this, or I would have never been hooked to this. Like, I just can't imagine, like, what the hell be going through their mind? I don't get. I know it's peer pressure and all of that stuff, but it's like I just can't see myself sitting here right now, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna try fat because ooh, it sounds interesting, or whatever other drug. That's wild to me. Like, what kind of influence they be around? Hey, David, welcome to the castle. Drea said when she got out of jail the last time, her granddaughter was born, and they told her if she stayed clean, she could meet the granddaughter. She got high the same day. Child. So it seems like she's really not trying. You say you're trying to make spinners. What's that? Hey, y'all, I'm over here trying to make spinners. What's that, Raquel? Welcome back, Manifest. Messy subject say it's Penelope's husband's job to protect those children first. It's already a bad situation not having their mother in their lives. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, Manifest. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, so the other part that was really I was like, wow, this man really loved this lady. Okay. Cause he's like, when she was saying in the end that It was something in the end of the video where he said something about what was the verbiage he used about the part where she talked about, oh, because I'm your baby mama, and he said, no, that's not what I said. What I said was, like, he loved her because she gave him she gave him something that others didn't, and that was his children. And I'm like, that's deep. That is deep. You hear me? Hey, Malika, how you doing? So manifest that I traveled twice too, and he made through. Awesome. Hey, Avid, how you doing? Mm-hmm. It's gonna take some willpower. I don't know anybody that ever been on fat. I don't know which one is easier to kick, the crack or the fat. I don't even want to know. But the point I was trying to make is like, I really hope that she get it together. Like, she have a whole family. And I guess that's the part that blew me away. Like, I've seen her before in videos, right? But I'm not a loyal fan where I could say last year she did this or whatever. But I've seen videos with Penelope before, right? Like, I know one popped up the other day where she which one, what was that? Where the other lady, whatever her name is, right now, she got maced. I did see that one. So it's like I watch a video, then I might miss five. Watch a video. So, I'm not like with Marcus where I'm really tuned in. But I'm spreading my wings, honey. Like, no, that channel look interesting. I don't want to be talking about no old damn storyline, so I'm finding me other stuff to talk about. Okay. You say dumpling spinners for soup. Oh. Oh, okay. I got it now. Yeah, you're right. Them little, yeah, the little long dumplings. Yeah, spinners. It didn't dawn on me when she first said it. That's what she meant. My bad. So Malika said, "Oh wow, sorry to hear that, manifest. I too have a cancer that affects my bones." Oh wow, Malika. I'm sorry to hear that. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Everybody be having their own story. You said surgery on both knees and my knees at the same time. Wow. So messy subjects say, yeah, VQ, I don't understand it either. When we all see how these drugs take people out of here and have you sprung and you go after the same thing that you seen other that part be getting me. Like, this don't even make no sense. You say, yep, dumplings. You have some great points, messy subjects. I like how you think. You say when folks say they need money, they lie. I never asked for one penny. Okay, you lost me now, manifest. You lost me now when you're talking about the money. You're welcome, Malika. Drea said, if I remember correctly, her husband used to abuse alcohol, and I think he was aggressive. Oh, yeah. So that's why I said earlier, like, hey, he might not even be an angel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his story. That's why I'm only focusing on the call from today. Maybe he was excited about just hearing his wife, for the first time in 2 years. Yeah, I never thought that he was no angel. But the stuff that he was saying that he's doing and have been doing, that's what's up. What I always tell y'all, when we see real men and they actually everybody have their own story, their own little drama or whatever, okay? Like how you say maybe aggressive or abuse alcohol, he might have his own little issues going on. But when you see a real dude that show up and show out for his family, you gotta appreciate him. You gotta let him know, hey, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I appreciate you, okay? Every time you hear me talk about my husband, do you think that I just sit there like it's bragging? It's never that. It's not bragging. I'm just saying I want him to hear, if he ever listens to one of my live or whatever, I want him to hear me telling the whole world that, hey, you show up and you show out for me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give people their flowers. That's it. Hey, Bills. What's up? How you doing? You said because I had insurance. Oh, that's why you didn't have to ask for no money? Oh, okay. Well, what's up, Bills? What's up with you? Oh, you see a boo on the thumbnail, so now you want to drop down? Was that you over there with West Indie? Child, I think so. I seen you somewhere in somebody chat. I think it was West Indie. I don't remember, child. But Drea said, manifest, a good friend of mine had both knees done at the same time. Bless your heart, it's not easy. You're in my prayers. I can't imagine. Both knees, right? So, yeah. Messi, you have anything else you want to say on this subject? I know, guys, I know you're probably looking like, why is this chick talking about Penelope? She do street sector. She do Marcus content, whatever. Why is she all the way over there talking about somebody we don't even know about? Hey, guess what? I appreciate y'all still being here, just listening, okay? We got to spread our wings sometime. We can't be tied down. So Bill said, LOL, I be on her tater too. She bugging. You be on her tater too. Y'all know when y'all go talking about this stuff. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Like, what you mean when you say, I be on her tater too? She bugging. I take it like I be on her butt, but why would you say tater? Little stink be on one. I like the change. Thank you, Daria. So Messi said, I agree with you, Queen, allowing your husband know how much you appreciate what he does for you. Yeah. And if I see the similarities, I'm going to say that. The same way we went together and he kept me on that damn insurance at work is the same way Penelope. You see what I'm saying? You see the similarity? That's all I'm saying. You call, they answer, they still show up and show out. You said Tater is her head. Oh, okay. So let me go back and read what you had said. You said I be on her head too. She bugging. I thought that's where I saw you. I know I saw you somewhere recently, but I didn't drop down. Uh huh. But yeah, Messy. So Manifest said I traveled to Tennessee, but ended up having to Broward doctor. Oh. So Malika say F Bill, she's a hot mess. I love messing with her. Yeah, I seen a lot of y'all over there the other night in old Westy chat. Uh-huh. I had clicked on, I was in the bushes. So Messi said our mates need to know that we love and appreciate how they come through when it's needed more. Yeah. Uh-huh. We always, cause listen guys, all I'm saying, right? And I know we have some male up in here now, but normally it be like straight up women, right? We have to let our men know that we appreciate them. Men are like so used to hearing negativity. Oh, you're not good enough. Oh, you didn't do this enough. You didn't make enough money. All kind of madness. They're so used to society beating up on them. All kind of stuff. So when you have one that's a real man, I ain't talking about no little boy. I'm talking about a real man. You gotta let him know, babe, I see you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? He going to work and you pack him some lunch. Write him a little note. Hey, I love you. I miss you. Hurry back home. That keep the spark into everything. Maybe I should do a live like that one night and let you know all the little stuff that I do that keep our marriage alive after 20 years. Okay? Maybe I should. It's not even that hard. You say, I want to see. You said she funny. She reminds me of Cookie Tookie. Right, Daria? Malika says she just posted another video. I can't wait to watch so I can comment. Oh, Westy. Listen, now I see exactly why. Let me know if y'all finished with Penelope. Cause like I said, Westy, I just really started tuning into her for real, for real. I know I gave a reaction like 2 weeks ago about her. Then I did one like last week, so like one every week, like. So I'm really like paying more attention to her now. But all along, from she was new, I never really got into her. Like it was just her energy. I don't dig her energy. I just knew it was something, and I couldn't put my fingers on it the whole time. Mm-hmm. Who the F is Penelope? See? That's from the other street. Hey, we talking about street sector, right? Those are actually street interviews too. So they're all interviews. It's not just Marcus. Now, Soft White Underbelly, I don't know nothing about his channel. Okay? Nothing at all. The only one I ever even seen was Rebecca or whatever. And the only reason why I even knew about that person was because of the Rose Lady. When I was over there and she's talking about Rebecca. But I don't watch their channel at all. But Ghost, I could see he seemed more relatable to me. But let me see. I want to see all do well, but that dry bacon ish be funny. I know, right, Bills? Crazy as hell. Dre agreeing with me? Uh-huh. So Drea said I went over there for the first time and I lasted 3 minutes. Yeah, she do. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna blow y'all mind. Okay, stay tuned in. I got it written down in everything, cause I was blown away. So Messi said, "I know what a real good man looks like. Not a perfect man, but a good man provider, loving, attentive man. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's why I be telling myself, child, look here. I let you go one time, and I ain't never doing that dumb. I don't even want to curse. I ain't never doing that dumb ish again. Okay? Something was wrong with me. All right? Something was definitely wrong with me. Because I look back, I said, child, listen. If this man had went out there and got him somebody else, I would have been sick when I picked up that phone and talking about, oh, I need your help or all this madness. And he talking about, I'm not available or whatever. I don't even know what I would have did with my damn self. All right. And I know that person would have been looking like, who the hell in their right mind let a good dude like you slip away from them? Yeah. I'm blessed. Happy that didn't happen. I would have been sick till this day. You say, I have met Mr. Mark. Really? Where? Interesting. But that's what's up, Messi. That is what's up. Where you saw Mark? So Drea said, same with me vibes. I did not take to her at all myself. I know. I'm like, it's something about her. I can't put my finger on it. And we're talking about West Indies. So Bill say, laughing my effing ass off, you would have looked crazy. It was a downgrade. Child. Who is that? Bills, I've been waiting for the day. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. All right. I'm going to show you. Okay, Manifest. Some people just ain't worth no attention. Like, child, please. Hashtag starve them. Okay. Who that? Who there? I don't know them people. But let's switch gears a little bit. If I think about anything else, I'll come back. As far as Penelope, let's talk about little Westy. Okay, Westy girl, she been over there doing the most. I'm talking about, you know what? When people actually go live, you get to see a whole nother side of them that you don't even get to see when they just drop videos. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, what that live was about, me saying, "Oh, West Indie, I see you start going live. You know, welcome to the live streaming community. Da da da, all of that." So then, only for the second time she went live, she had the dude Craig over there. Okay, that's the Caucasian dude. I don't care what race the dude is, whatever. He was just giving me creepy vibes, right? But I don't even know like where she noticed it. Listen, it was just so much stuff going wrong in that live. First of all, I never even knew Westy smoked cigarettes, much as to be in the house smoking cigarettes around her kids, right? And in the kitchen. And I'm looking like, wait a minute. Okay, you're doing too much, especially when you got a little 2 year old. We all know that they get ear infections, all kind of crap, right? So then, oh, that's where I saw you, Bills. That was the video or whatever. I knew I saw you somewhere, but I never said anything to you, like replied to the comment or whatever. But I was tickled. So, was that the live stream or that was a video? So the video, I think this one was a video. Bills, help me out if I'm wrong. Um, she actually was making beans, y'all, right? And I think it was now what kind of beans it was? It was some white beans. It was a black eyed peas. It was I don't know. Was it pinto beans or one of them? It was a white bean, okay? So the point is this girl, I have never in my life seen somebody took a bag, rip the bag open and pour the beans directly in the pot on top of the stove. I have never seen that. It was lima beans, thank you. I have never seen nobody from no culture, from no walk of life did that foolishness ever. I'm looking like I thought you supposed to dig through the beans, look at them, make sure none ain't rotten, ain't no rocks or anything debris. She took that shit and poured it right in the pot on top of the stove. I'm like, you learned a lesson, like no. Mine wasn't a live stream, was her cooking beans without washing. Yeah, I'm like, man, listen. Messi said West Cindy, poor thing, has a lot going on. Somehow, some way, she's missing some pistons in her brain cells. I kind of feel sorry for this unhappy, miserable. Now, I don't feel sorry for her because the first thing she loved to talk about, we're all haters. Uh huh. She be drunk as heck, thinking it's cute. I told someone in her chat, being drunk online is not cute or sex. It's not. You say, miss my lights off, but my lights on in the video. I was like, what? But, I got what you're saying now. So she was saying her lights was off, but she had the lights on in the video. You're too much. You be catching everything. So, did not clean them at all, just like Unsolid. Y'all are too much. So Daria said some people do that though, I guess. Man, listen, I've never seen that ever. Ever. Damn, even rice. Some people don't wash rice, but some do. And even rice get washed. So imagine some beans. Like, come on now. You said when she added those carrots, I was like, what the? Oh my gosh. I told her from the first live, the reaction I gave, right? 2 weeks ago, I said, Westy girl, when you start going live, you open up yourself to criticism. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm being honest. You open up yourself to criticism Anything happen on live, you can't take it back. Even if, God forbid, the baby ran by without clothes on, you can't take it back. With small kids, I don't even recommend people with small kids going live. For real, at least, when you do videos, you could edit that part out. It's out there. Once you do that, you said the carrots kill me. Nah, I'm washing my rice. Yeah, I wash mine too. You said, nah, she really pissed me off when she said she quitting her job to start a business, but ain't had not even an LLC for the business. Listen, people be doing stuff backwards. If that's the point, try to get your foot in the cleaning company first. Whatever you got going on with that, you can't leave yourself. You can't say you're a responsible adult, right? But you're gonna leave a situation without even knowing how you're gonna even pay your bills the next go around. That's not smart. And then you got your taxes. You blew through your taxes. Remember what I was saying when I gave that reaction? I thought it was a silly idea to get a car that she had to make payments for. And when you're making payments, now you got to have full coverage and all of that stuff. In Georgia, she could just got a car straight up, paid for. Take it, go get your oil change, tune up, do the little petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? But their insurance, from what I'm hearing, is not halfway expensive as Florida. And she could have paid that insurance up for, liability for at least 6 months. And then she wouldn't even have to worry about insurance anymore. She's doing stuff backwards. All the way backwards. Okay. You said, who the heck get a car note for a damn Ford Focus? What was it, a 2015? I don't know the year. I don't know the year of the car. My minors do better. Oh my gosh. Oh, so what else she been doing? So, okay, I got to go back in time a little bit. So, when I did that reaction 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks by now, I said in that live that when she asked Thomas to help her with the putting Momo in the shopping cart, and Thomas said, "Oh, do it yourself, whatever." That live, I was like, "Oh no," because that's his mom. He need to help his mom. Da da da, whatever. So I remember Miss Open was in the chat, and she actually said like, she don't agree with me. She think that Thomas be having way too much on his plate anyway. And I'm like, but still, that's his mom. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting to see what Miss Open was saying that day. And I told her, we'll just agree to disagree, okay? But I see it now. So shout out to Miss Open for that. That was a great point. I'm like, this boy do a lot. He do so much. Hold up. And why I say that, y'all, is because everything she need him for. The camera is like, oh my God, like, do this boy ever get to be a kid? If you're washing the car, he gotta hold the camera. I'm looking like, Westy, that's an easy fix. Like, even just like the car, right? Everybody that know that if you're a vlogger, I'm not even a vlogger, and I know that you could get a tripod, and they have the one with the extendable legs that get tall like a human, or probably even higher, and then you could sit there and just put it in the parking lot, let it stand up, holding the phone, and you could wash your car all day if you want to. Thomas shouldn't have to give up his playtime or whatever as a young kid to be standing there holding the phone the whole time. Okay, that's madness. That same tripod, I had one, so I know what I'm talking about. It gets so tiny where you could put it on top of a table. You could hold it while you're vlogging. You could make it like stand up, like if you're just streaming live, like I used to do my lottery. I used to have it, and the legs get so long, and you could put it on the beach standing up and take your own picture with the remote and all of that stuff. I'm looking like technology. That boy shouldn't have to stand there and do that. She could legit have a remote for the whole thing and the thing just holding her phone. And it's not even $50. When I bought it, it wasn't even $50. Okay? So she need to stop. I see now and then 1 minute she'll go like cussing him out. Oh, he's doing too much. He getting on my nerves. Oh, the school, the teacher was calling. I'm like, child, mm-mm. Thomas is probably sick of her, right, Malika? Right. I'm not saying he need to disrespect his mom. I don't co-sign that at all. But no, let that boy be a kid. And then y'all, okay, y'all know Saturday night, right? When I went over there, I guarantee you, if Thomas was still awake or whatever, she would have been calling him to come change Momo diaper Saturday night when she was sitting there drinking. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna look at the comments. From the 45 minutes and 27 second timestamp, that little boy said that he had done used the bathroom or whatever. He needed to be changed, right? She even went as far as repeated what the kids said. And guys, from 45 minutes in the live, the chat kept telling her, go change the baby need to be changed, all of this stuff, and she kept skipping over everybody comment that was talking about that diaper. But if somebody asked her what's your cash app, she saw that comment out of probably 50 comments. Okay, if somebody said anything like OnlyFans or whatever the hell, like sexual tour, she see all of that, but she don't see the comments about the poop. I'm like, man, look, that is crazy to me. Ain't nothing going on a live stream that's so important where you gonna let your kid sit from 45 minutes to 2 hours and 32 minutes. You doing too much. All right, I'm sorry, but Messi said West Indies son Thomas, in my mind, is acting out. Perhaps he's seen her past photo. These children today are extremely clever and they're friends. Messi, I know for sure now that Thomas do know about her past, because that was a question I had a couple weeks ago. He do know. And why I say that, because was it the live with the Craig dude? Well, it was something I saw on her channel recently, and she had Momo. She was like sitting on the floor, and Momo was sitting like right by her, or whatever, in her room or whatever. And all I know was she was talking so loud. I know Thomas heard her. She talking about what she used to do back in the day. She talking about this all in front of the baby. And I'm talking about curse word after curse word after curse word. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize she had such a potty mouth. Why are you even talking about all this stuff in front of your kids? And then um, even Saturday night, she was sitting there cursing up a storm in front of the baby, talking about sexual stuff in front of the baby, and even the chat was like, "Girl, ain't your baby right there? Like, why are you talking like this?" Yeah, she was doing a lot over there on that live. Okay. You said West is another sunbum, disgusting. Never change her son pamper. He told her he had boo boo all the time she was on the live drink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was just sitting there pouring another glass, all of that crap. I'm like, child, I had a paid nanny for 3 years when my second was born. Lucky you, manifest. Malika says she had me dying when she was talking about that necklace and said it was a sapphire. Like, I was like, girl, you slow. She doing way too much. You say she for the streets bills? Now that's bad. When a dude say you for the streets, man, she got effed in front of them. Sad. Sad. You said it was not my son's responsibility to care for his brother, only to play and enjoy. Yeah. Thomas knows what she used to do. I know he do. Girl, the way she was talking loud, if he didn't know, he know now. And like proud of it. And I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? She was cussing up a storm over there in front of them kids. And I'm like, oh nah, this too much. I didn't even drop down because I'm like, why even waste my time talking about dropping down to type something? Everybody in the chat already been telling her the whole time. Even Mel's that be over here with us, Mel's Life kept saying it over and over and over till somebody in the chat was like, Mel's girl, you might as well go and change the baby yourself because you keep saying the same thing over and over and she keep ignoring you. I'm like, man, what? I hope I didn't miss none of y'all comments. Whew, you said she could have spent 2,200 and got that same car. I already know she not changing the oil. So Messi said, regarding West Indies situation, I believe that this woman raised herself. She despises constructive criticism. Something is wrong in her small mindset. Yeah, and I'm like, damn. It's like I try to tell you, girl, like just stop. You said she was focused on the jewelry more than her children's priorities. Yeah, and that's weird to me. You sitting up there pouring cups. She got the bottle. She poured in the cup, and then even when I knew that West Indies was a dusty, and this is the first mean thing I've ever said about her. The whole time I've been giving reaction. When I knew that she was something else, was when she sat there, had the baby saying all of that over and over for all the minutes, over an hour, about the diaper. And then, did the baby end up falling asleep, y'all? Let me know. Did the baby end up falling asleep? He had to, because in the end, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sleepy, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep." And I'm looking like you was sitting up there vaping, drinking, doing all of this stuff, girl. How are you just gonna roll over and go to sleep? And then, like some minutes after that, then she's like, "Oh, bye, y'all. I gotta get off here." So I'm like, you know what? I am done. That means you not even gonna go brush your teeth. You not even gonna freshen up as a woman before you go to bed. You just gonna sit there, smoke all night, drink all night, and then you just gonna pull the covers and oh, good night. Like where the hell they do that at? Where? I said she must not want her teeth. Okay. He said, I think he did. I know. I know that's the sad part about it. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Then I think even somebody in the chat said to her, like, you need to stop. Like, people on the internet will call CPS on you and whatever. And she had said something smart, like, how they gonna find me or some shit she had said. I'm looking like, oh, she just don't know. I don't think she realized. And I tried telling her from day one, West Indies, you show too much, you doing too much, okay? These people are not going to play with you on here. Like, why you even want them kind of problems? Your life, she was always over there minding her own business, doing her own thing. And I actually liked that about her, that she stay in her own lane. She don't bother nobody. She don't be going back and forth with nobody. You get it? And then here you are now. And before anybody go run spinning narratives, I never said that I'm calling no CPS on that lady, okay? So kill that narrative before it start. I learned my lesson. A year ago, I was on live saying the same thing I just said. If you don't be careful what you show people, people will call CPS on you. And for a whole year, I was accused of calling CPS and I did not. So what I just said about West Indies, I, VQ, never said I'm calling no CPS on that girl. Okay, so don't even start that narrative. Um, I used to do cloth diapers. I think that's more like no, I take that back. I started to say that's more like an islander thing. West Indian, nah, but I seen people over here do that. Yeah, I sure seen them on the market when I was having my kids. That was an option. Um, the cloth is so much better. Yeah. So Malika says she swears she's a good mom. I told her, good mom wouldn't put her kids. I know. All right, Bills, have a good one. Y'all be safe. Yeah, you be safe too. Have a good night. So Messi said there are adults that will lead their children to inform Thomas. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's a sad thing. Sad thing. Why you think before, like I came over here in street sector and going back down the same road. Like before, all that crap about arguing with people and all that stuff, I done took that stuff off my channel. All that beef sector crap, arguing back and forth with people, I removed all of that stuff. You don't even see that stuff on my channel, right? Like you don't especially when you leave the sector, why hold on to all that negative crap, you got to try to think about what your kids gonna see. I'm not perfect, but all I'm saying is every time you do something, I guess wonder like how will my kids feel if they see this video? You know, Child, it is what it is. So Messi said, I also believe this is why West Cindy don't hold down her jobs. People that knows her about her platform will expose you to your employer. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want that representing my brand. No, no, thank you. If I knew what she did, I don't want that representing my company. No. And that's why you got to be mindful of the stuff that you do because some people are like that. They're like, no, I don't need you representing my company. Geraldine, they reported her. He said someone reported her. They were in Marcus' chat today. Oh, interesting. This is the internet. And that's why I was so nervous for that girl. You don't even know. I'm sitting there, I'm like, girl, why don't you just get up and freaking change the baby? Like, how hard is that going to be? Change the baby, go throw that stuff out, wash your hand, come back to your life. First of all, you know what be getting me, y'all, when they be sitting there telling the baby, like, you ever seen a mom? They be on live, right? And they have like a 1 year old, 2 year old still jumping up in the bed doing all of this stuff late night. And they'd be like, lay down, go to sleep, go to sleep. Eva Vaughn, when he was new, I don't know about now, kept saying, go to sleep, and the twins jumping around. And I'm like, when is somebody going to tell these people, as long as you're live and you're talking loud, laughing, doing all of this stuff, how the kids supposed to go to sleep? How? Wouldn't it be smarter to get off the live, turn the lights off, lay down with the baby, rock the baby to sleep, something? That kid ain't gonna go to sleep. You sound crazy and then you keep yelling the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. It's too much going on. The child is probably overstimulated anyway with all this lights and ring camera, and it's too much. It's way too much going on. I'm telling you guys, even for me personally, when I had my kids and I was laying down with them at night, whatever, I try to turn the lights on. You got to set the mood, their little night light or whatever. Whatever it is, like the little lullaby machine or the, what you call that one? Um, what you call that one that you put in the nursery again, y'all? The sound, it was sound something. It's been a while, but you get what I'm saying. And you just set the atmosphere in the room, and they fall asleep so much easier. You get it? And even if I'm sitting up there and I have to do something real quick, or send a text real quick or something, I don't have my phone like bright as hell, whatever. I turn it all the way down on comfort vision. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not being distracted. Hey, Copper, you say on mobile? No, I'm talking about the machine. It was the sound. I was trying to remember what it was called. The one you put in the baby nursery and whatever. It was a sound something, something. I don't remember, child, but you get the point. You said her kids have no structure in their home. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all. But how you doing, Copper? People need to stop using minors as props. Yeah, and I'm looking like I know boys potty train. They take a longer time, but he's two. And call me out if you get mad, okay? I'm telling you how my mind operate. If that kid is old enough to tell you that I had an accident or I messed myself up, that kid is old enough to be using the bathroom, okay? Period. Ain't no excuses. You're not doing something as a mother. Because if he's two and he like, oh, mommy, I messed myself. He could have, same way he could have said, mommy, I need to use the bathroom, right? He said, hey, y'all, just got here at work. I know, Copper. I know, girl, you be at work. Make that money, honey. You said her kids have no structure. Okay, I read that one. Let me see. You try to help, and they just don't do things correct. Right, right. And every time I give my reaction, I just always, if I could sneak in a little tip or whatever, I'm not telling nobody what to do with their kid. I'm just sharing because I'm also a mother. I'm just showing, like, okay, girl, your life could be so much more easier. So much easier. It's so simple. You actually overworking yourself because it's not even that hard being a mom. Like if you set boundaries, have their little schedule, whatever, unless this child have like autism or ADHD and be just all over the place or whatever, a kid that don't have none of that stuff is so easy going if you have a structured life. All right. I'm talking about every night. Just say that they know every night is 8 o'clock is bad time. It's gonna be like clockwork. It's not like they're programmed. All I'm saying is they're gonna know after I take my bath, I need to brush my teeth. After a certain amount of years, you won't have to keep saying the same stuff anymore. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You might say that stuff from like when they could do it on their own to 5, 6, whatever. Think about all the other years after that. You don't have to keep saying it because they're used to that routine. Period. You said let them do for themselves. Back off. Um, you said her kids are up as long as she's awake, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and that live that she was doing, it was actually late as hell. Cause let me tell you, we was over there in the beach house, right? On the second channel that we have. And when we ended that live, let me see. We went live like 10. So I know it had to be like 12ish, somewhere around there, right? And that baby was still up. And then even after I got off live, I'm sitting there charging my phone. She's still live. So that's when I'm hearing about the whole I need to be changed and all of this. And I'm looking like, girl, when is your baby going to even wind down to even go to sleep? Oh, excuse me. Too much. It's too much. Oh, I missed your comment right here. Messi said she be cussing the children. It's sad and so disgusting. Uh-huh. I never knew this how she was. So I guess she put on a great show when she was just, uploading videos. And then I'm like, see, I just knew it was something. I was a fooled by that perfect whatever I was a going. Nobody is perfect. But the more and more she keep going live, is the more and more you're seeing how she really is, right? She does not have a good track record as well. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Raquel, yeah, you're right. When we ended, she was just getting turned up. I lasted a whole 3 minutes and I was out. Yeah, because if somebody else was live, I would have just went to go watch them. But I was just listening to her. And then, periodically, because my phone was charging, because, I stream on my phone. So when I got offline, my phone was dead. So I'm sitting up there, charging the phone, being nosy, listening. Then periodically I look at the chat, and I'm like, damn, people in the chat still telling her, go change the baby. But then some dude asked her, what's her cash app? And, oh, she could hurry up and tell him, oh, my cash app is this. So you saw all those comments. Like, girl, you're not drunk. You're not drunk if you see that one question about a cash app out of all of that. I miss comments all the time. Right might have said something up here about a soup. I might have missed that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Nobody see every single comment on a live stream, okay? Especially when you're talking, you're not even looking at the screen, then yeah, you get it? But for me to sit there and I'm like, y'all telling me something so important, and I just skip over everybody else, but I see the one asking me about my cash app, that's weird. It's weird. You say I was fooled by her too? Nah, I wasn't fooled. I knew it was something. I just knew it. I don't know what the hell it was, but I just never got into her. So that's why I did that initial video when she was new with Marcus. Then after that, I pretty much just left it alone. I don't think I ever talked about her for real after that until like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Because she was just like, minding her own business over there. So it wasn't nothing to talk about. You said flour, water, salt, and a little oil. Oh, you say they're a little dense. Oh, Lord, not the spinners. I can see the olive oil now. Makes sense. They supposed to be dense, but light, if that makes sense. You said first time making them, they had to tell me how to make them earlier. Oh. Yeah, I ain't heard nobody say nobody no spinners in forever, girl. I had don't forgot that's what they called it. You said, I'm sure they'll get better with practice. I've never heard nobody use no olive oil, though. I'm going to keep it all the way real. All I know is flour, and it got to be not the, what you call it, not the self-rising flour, but the all-purpose flour. It makes a difference. And water. And then you knead the dough, and then you roll it up and drop it in there. Hey, Tex. Hey, my Tex guy. How you doing? Yeah, okay, that makes a huge difference. It can't be no self-rising flour. Messi say, me too, Queen. I didn't know that it was something, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. I know. Oh, unbleached flour. Uh, okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm just sitting here chatting it up. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning my little head off. I'm not even trying to be here forever. If y'all really don't have nothing else to say, I just been trying to jump on it as soon as I think of something. Cause the last thing I want is for somebody else to start doing it, and then it come off as like, oh, I'm stealing somebody's idea. That's what I've been trying to do lately. Once I think about something, I try to jump and do it. Cause I would hate for somebody to jump up tomorrow, and they're talking about that thing, and then I'm like, damn, I wanted to talk about it, but I don't want to feel like I'm stealing nobody's ideas. Cause in reality, I'm not trying to, you know. He said, okay, right, so how did it taste? Okay, you got talking about the spinners. So, yeah, so I was like, I'm not even going to put it off. I'm going to just come live and talk about it tonight. Yeah. He said, could be lighter. So Messi said West Indian need to take chef classes. She cannot cook at all. I don't even want to know how they feel like growing up with a mama that can't cook. That got to be rough, right? I can't imagine. Can you imagine y'all being a little kid and your mama can't cook? Or when she do cook, the food is nasty as hell. It's like she stayed a mile and threw the damn seasoning. But you know what's crazy though? Kids always think that their mom cooking is like the best cooking to them. So even when the cooking sucks, they be sitting there still thinking it's all that to them because that's what they're used to. We're haters. I'm looking like, girl, what do you have for me to hate on? Nobody care nothing about no looks, cause that's just an empty shell. So just stop. And I be feeling like this was my always my issue with Westy, right? I always feel like you know she get up and say people are haters and this and whatever, right? But in reality, if you're so pretty and you're all that and whatever, why you should just walk down the street and men should just be handing you money if you're so all that. You know what I'm saying? You should never struggle a day in your life if you're all that. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. How you out here struggling if you're all that? Your pretty looks should just give you everything. Pretty privilege. Men should just do whatever for you just because they look at you and they like, oh man, it should be so easy. You should never have to struggle to pay a rent again. Nothing. That's that delusion in her mind, okay? Like nobody is jealous. I don't know who up in here jealous of West Indy. Who? If you in the cloud and you're jealous of Westy, drop down and let us know you're jealous and why you're jealous. Westy, if you're up in here, I want to see this. I want to see who's gonna drop in the chat and say they're jealous. I bet we don't see nobody. I bet we don't see nobody. Say me. Like I don't even be trying to go in hard or be mean to this girl. Like nobody's jealous. Like what the hell? How would I be jealous and I'm sitting up here trying to tell you to stop? Caution, I see you falling off of a cliff. Stop while you're ahead. You don't want this unnecessary drama. Every time you look at some other interviewees that go through hell and back on here with their children, that should be a wake up call for anybody to get their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say it. Like, be for real, guys. Like, if you came on the scene, if all of us up in here were interviewees, right? And you see me online going through hell and back, people doing this with my kids, all of this stuff, wouldn't y'all take what I'm going through as a lesson and be like, child, I don't want to be going through what VQ going through. Either I'm going to just upload my videos or I'm going to go live when my kids are asleep. You know, try to move different so you don't get that kind of attention coming your way. Some people just don't think. He said they need restarts. Yeah, I don't know why she think that she's exempt and nobody will talk about her. Nobody will call on her. Nobody is exempt, all right? Nobody. You sure would, right? That's like automatic. Like, I don't want that kind of attention or drama. Especially if you care nothing about your kids, you're not gonna try to show nothing on here that nobody have nothing to say. Nothing. Today, that's why I'm telling y'all guys today, right? I was at the headquarters for homeschooling with my children because we had mandatory state testing. Okay, everybody got to go, unless you're in a hospital or something. The point is, when I was on live, so the teacher messaged me and said, and I'm bringing this up to show y'all why I don't ever put my kids on here. Motherfuckers pick the simplest thing apart that you put on here, okay? So all I know was I was talking while I'm live. I saw the text pop up that say, your baby is ready, whatever. If you're here, or if you're like, if you're not here, let me know when you come back and you're outside. So I actually said, hold on, y'all. And I immediately started typing back, and I said, I'm actually here. I never left. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. So I'm outside. So the teacher said, cool, I'm sending him down, right? I immediately cramped my car up, go around the corner, because I was on the side of the building, and I went to the front and got my baby. As soon as the lady, that wasn't the teacher, but that's the lady that was doing the door and, making sure they go to the right rooms and stuff. As soon as she opened the door, my son literally walked out the door, walked to the car, because it was right in front of the door. All I said to the lady was, thank you, ma'am, have a nice day, or whatever. My son walked up to the car. I said, hey, Papa, because that's his nickname. I said, hey, Papa. And he said, hey. And then he got in the car, right? I went on mute for like a split second. And I said, when I got back off mute, I said, make sure you sanitize your hands and whatever, right? Put on your seatbelt. In that split second of me telling that lady thank you, and my son said one single word. The live is still up. The live is still up. You will hear it. One word came out of my son's mouth, and people on here still try to pick that shit apart. Now you're hearing that my son sounded sad on my live. They don't know what my son was doing, what I'm doing to my son, why my son sounds so sad. Like, what the fuck? My son wasn't even with me. My son was not even with me. And a kid that's 13, you think they're gonna run out of a fucking building and be like, mommy? They're not 5 anymore. You get what I'm saying? The point why I brought that story up, people try to pick every single thing apart. What was the kid supposed to say? I said, hey, Papa. And he said, hey. Or whatever. It was one word. Yes, that happened today. Now you hear that my kid was so sad and whatever. The boy just had state testing that he had to do, write a whole essay about a story that he read. You think he's going to run back out of the building with bells on? Oh, okay, so that makes me a bad mom now because my kid said one word? Like, get the hell out of here. Motherfuckers on here need a life. That's what the problem is. They need a life, all right? I brought that up to say you got to be careful what you show. You got to be careful what you show. They could hear your kids say one single word, and they will still try to twist that and manipulate that and whatever, and it wasn't even a curse word. It wasn't even a curse word. It's funny how nobody pointed out, though, oh, Vic, you must be a good mom. She actually telling her son, make sure you put on your seatbelt. Make sure you sanitize your hand. Make sure you this. Make sure you that. Oh, I got to get off live. They miss all of that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I heard him. He was not sad. How the hell they summed up that my kid was sad from one word? I have no idea. No idea. But it is what it is. And I'm like, damn, my kid not even allowed to say one single word on YouTube without that shit being picked apart. And I'm like, you know what? It's my fault. It's my fault because when that lady messaged my phone and said, yeah, she was sending him down now with the door person, I should have immediately just went on mute. From the time I saw him walk into the car, I should have just went on mute. Motherfuckers on here would have never had shit to say. You know? They wouldn't. But it's fine. It's fine. He was tired. Like, what the hell? First of all, I knew my kid was tired off top. Number one, we don't wake up early. We're not early birds like that. Now we're up early because my daughter has to be at school. You get what I'm saying? So for him to be up at the crack of dawn, be at the headquarters, be on time, then they actually had to get there earlier than the testing time. You can't the test can't start at 10, but you walking in at 10. Duh, you got to be there earlier, right? So he was up like way earlier than he normally be up. Way earlier than he would normally be up. Like even Sunday night, like had to go to bed super early. Then Monday morning, you up. My kid don't wake up at no 8 o'clock, 8:20, 8:30, whatever. He don't have to. So that's out of the norm for us this morning. But I'm like, damn. But I was happy. I was happy that that allowed people to let me know that they're still tuned in to me, watching me, even when they act like they don't, you know. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That just no, copper. It's cool. That just allowed me to know that motherfuckers still watching me, but act like they don't. You said even if he was tired, so what? They don't have happy, bubbly children. Yeah, people is straight up, and I don't have anything to hide. If there was anything to hide, the live was so short. It was like 2 hours and 20 something minutes. The live would have immediately been deleted or went on membership. At the end of the day, when I listen to it, I'm like, what did they hear about my kid being sad? Actually, what I heard was like some little boy that their whole voice done changed, sounded like like turned into a teenager. Ah! You say, I know, messy, 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 and Law was looking for some type of drama. I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. See, one thing about me, like, it takes, like, the way street sector is moving right now, it takes a real content creator to still come out here and have content to talk about. Because the sector, like, 1 minute is hot, then it's not. 1 minute is hot, then it's not. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's really just channel holders, they're not content creators, they don't have nothing to come out here and talk about. You get it? But the people that's actually a content creator, you could come up with whatever and still have content, okay? He said at least you cook decent meals and not rely on the school to primarily feed your babies like some going hungry. My daughter don't even eat that food at that school. Nothing. She's so picky. She don't eat nothing. Even the other day, I'm gonna show you how funny my kid is. You know how who don't like Chick-fil-A, right? And when they had the cheerleading event for Black History Month, remember when school ended, they had to stay back after school to do their makeup and get dressed and whatever, right? So the teacher was like, don't worry, they're not going to be hungry from 2 to 5 because the event started at 5. She was like, I'm going to actually get all of them Chick-fil-A. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I immediately got kind of worried because I'm looking like, I don't know about that because she's not going to eat no chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. I said, hopefully it be like the nuggets, and then she might. You know what I'm saying? Tell me why it was the chicken sandwich, and then at the end of the day, she was like, Mom, I didn't eat that. Or I gave the chicken sandwich to my friend. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, baby, it's just a freaking chicken breast, on the bun. So picky. So picky. Like, every single meal got to be home cooked from scratch. Wow. Then I hear, oh, you're the one that raised them like that, whatever. I don't know why I did that. I guess if I could go back in time, I probably would have changed that. Because then now, when they get ready to go out in the world, and I'm looking like, damn, you go to school and it's bagels and it's this and it's that and it's that, all kind of stuff that they're not interested in, you know? You get it? You say you don't eat it either? Oh, wow. Like everybody that I know talking about, oh, Chick-fil-A is the ish. I've never really heard nobody say they don't like it. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. I be looking like, damn, man, they so damn picky. I can't get like the simplest stuff. You know how everybody else mama could be like, oh, I'm making a lasagna, boom, throw it in the oven. Or I'm making what else? A meatloaf or hamburger helper or something quick. Even how kids be eating spaghettios in the can, all of this madness. Listen, I can't. We were just buffering for a second, y'all. Are we back? Ooh, don't play with me. I don't like when I buffer. I think out of all these channels on here, VQ got one of the best internets. Okay, I'm talking about it don't matter if I'm on the road, it don't matter if I'm home, it don't matter if I'm on Wi-Fi or data. I don't buffer. You will never hear nobody talking about VQ you buffering. We just did though, maybe because it's raining. I hope y'all can hear me. Everybody always say, "Oh, she live in the hood. Oh, she ghetto. Oh, she this." Well, this ghetto internet be top notch, honey. Don't play with our ghetto internet. Ah, you said we can hear you. Oh, okay. Thank you. You know, I just had to throw that out there. Right? They be talking about, "Oh, I live in the suburb," but the internet be trash as hell. But listen, I guess me and my little ratchet internet be you say yes, or they use them to make one sandwich for their greedy selves. Let me see what y'all said. My dad always cooked for us that I didn't even eat at friends' houses either. See, I be sitting there sending her with her stuff to school because she don't be eating none of that stuff. And I said, you know that stuff be free, right? She don't eat it. Even breakfast, I be looking like you gonna go try to see what they have for breakfast. She don't be wanting nothing, nothing. I had to end up getting her the like how you have the bento box and then you have like the little what do you call that thing? You know how you go on that website, what was it, Pottery Barn? And then when you go on Pottery Barn, you can put their names on it, on the things, or they'll have the insulated like thermos thing, and I could just put whatever. So I could put whatever that I want her to have in it, like pour hot water in it, heat it up real good, then dump the water out, put the food in it, and then she says still be hot when it's lunchtime. So I don't know, child. I'm like, shout out to Pottery Barn. Yep, cute stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here. I don't know what else to say about these people, but West Indy better slow down, okay? Doing too much. You say I love Pottery Barn. I used to work for Williamson. Wow. Yeah, I think their stuff is like too cute. Okay, too cute with personalized and everything. They're not cheap either, girl. They not cheap at all. You hear me? Uh, but it's worth it. It is worth it. But I think I'm gonna just call it a night. He said really great quality furniture. Nope, not cheap. Have a great night, all. All right, Tex, you too. Thank you for stopping by. I know. I'm gonna go do some stuff before I get ready for bed. I might as well. I don't have nothing else to talk about. Do anybody else have anything else to say before we get off here? Take care, Tex. I actually have some stuff that I need to edit. I have some stuff I want to do for y'all real quick. I have so much stuff I need to do. I feel a little overwhelmed. Like I got so much stuff piled up. And then it's like appointments after appointments. It's just a lot going on. Yeah. But I don't see nobody saying nothing. All right, y'all. Have a good night, okay? See y'all later.